wrote entrance pass. I passed the interview. I went to him and he gave me a check for my first year school fees. He that was and showed that he was. God was and is. What is it that you are in need of? Go and do the kind of things that we do passionately. Not one day and you give up. Not some hours and you give up. He that was is the one that is. He was and proved that he was. If we allow testimonies in this message, the testimonies will fill the whole world. He that was. Everybody has a proof that he was. Everybody that is in the house of God has a proof that he was. And he showed that he was faithful, that he answered prayers, that he was good, that he had a righteous father. In John's Gospel, chapter 17, and is righteous. That was an exclamation, and you cannot make exclamation unless you are overwhelmed by something. Oh, righteous Father. That person that was and showed us that he was is the person that is now, and we show that he is. So, whatsoever be the circumstance that you are passing through, lady, for me, and I tell you something, even though with that, it is only that one. You know, some people are myopic. They are myopic. They think that life is because some package can be for you. Back as 1975. By that time, she was born again. Went to high institution, College for Education, Technical, and sold herself into the thing. Listen to me. In the course of time, he went on a missionary journey and planted that church, and fantastically in a place where there was not that church, and greed. And he was 5. Listen to me. And now he was married. The marriage didn't last 5 years and she was gone. But before then, God said to the lady, now resign your employment in this place, in Lagos, and go to so person, to so place. And then at the end of the day, come back to the story. Leave your employment, and the person resigned from Ministry of Internal Affairs in Lagos. And the parents said, what madness is this? Continued until a one young boy, the name Samuel, and began Bible study in her parlor with Samuel. You go to that location, what a big church, the place has turned. That's it. That is it. The old-fashioned way. That is good. So, take note of what I'm saying. While you are requesting that God should do this and do this and do this and do that, but he did some and didn't do this some, don't get discouraged, because those things that he didn't do that cause sin, that's the main point. Now, you ask me, why is it so? Is what I want to now. What I want to now read the scriptures and say a few more things. Why is it so? And that he answered prayers, that he had understanding, and would attend to the needy, and really attend to the needy, forgive transgression, remember sin no more, sanctify, baptize with the Holy Spirit, heal the mind, heal every person, change people entirely, remove all the ungodliness. Why did we say he that was and show that he was. So there we show that he is. That is the same God. It's because of what is written concerning him. And I go to read in Psalm 100, and he that will evermore shall be. Now, that is about the counselor, this is about the governor, this is about the engineer, this is about the big lady, the elegant person, the schooled person, the person that has a personality. His personality is intimidating. The life is like the grass that withereth shortly. So, but verse 12 said, but thou, O Lord, shall endure forever, and thy remembrance to all generations. And in verse 25, are all going to perish. You know what will happen? The atmospheric heaven, that is the clouds and all that, they will all be burnt up, driven away. And then a new one will replace them. Perish, but thou shalt endure. Yea, all of them shall wax old like a garment before they are burnt away. As a vesture shalt thou change them. The midnight, thou art the same, Lord. Thou art the same. You were so. You showed your faithfulness. Now, after you are the same, your neighbor, don't you see the madness? Don't you see the madness as men are transforming into women? And they are not ashamed. As women are transforming into men, and they are not ashamed. I was in America sometime, and I was staying with a brother, and that brother's house was owned by a Christian lady, and then the lady visited as we were going out. I'm walking on the pathway. This is the road, and somebody passed us. And the lady said, Bishop, look back. And I looked back, said, that person was a man before. Hey! And she meant it. Abomination. Man to man, man marrying man, woman marrying woman. I do not know how man marries man. My people said the mud wall that had become famished, that had become strong and famished, and then if you knock it, it will knock you back. Does it fertilize another wall like that? What an abomination. In the days of this abomination, there are people in church that are admiring the abomination. There are people in church that are admiring the people that wear bomb shots to come to church. Yes, and wear bomb shots to pray and speak in tongues. The people should be hearing you singing and praying and refusing to cave in. Others may, I cannot. And then the people be wondering, in the day of calamity and sorrow, still not perturbed. Why are they not perturbed? Why are they not crying like we are crying? Why are they not complaining? They are not complaining because they know that he that was is. And we show that he is. In verse 27, but thou art the same, and thy years shall have no end. And this is what is repeated in Hebrews chapter 1, verses 10 to 12. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 10. And thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thine hands. The heavens and the earth shall perish, but thou remainest, and they all shall wax old as doth a garment. And as a vesture shalt thou fold them up and throw them into oblivion, and they shall be changed. But thou art the same, and thy years shall not fail. Thou art the same. Thou art the same in kindness. Thou art the same in faithfulness. Thou art the same in power. Thou art the same in wisdom. Can I tell you how that he guided me into where to live. He guided me into the employment, which one to refuse, which one to take. I remember 1978 that I had gotten an employment in Enugu, and how I got it was that I prayed to God. I want to go down to the east because they said that the person that is near the sheik is the only person that can slap it. I want to be near the people. I want to begin with my Jerusalem, and then I want you to give me employment in the east. And then as I came for a retreat down here, I just walked into one company, construction company, being a quantity surveyor, and then employed me. I resigned from Lagos and came over here. But shortly into that employment, now I ran into a Christian person that was a contractor. God is the one that guides, and he guided me. And then that person saw me and was so excited and said, I will furnish an office for you. And then come and work with me. I have contracts. And then I was excited too to work with a Christian person, born again. These people that was working for Tenugu, they were not born again. They didn't go to church. And then I began to pray. Oh Lord, what do I do? 2 offers now. I'm already into one. What do I do with this man's offer? And as I was praying and praying and praying, and the Lord, I heard a voice saying, you are intruding into the man's business. Intrusion? Then I called the man and said, the Lord said, I'm intruding. I'm not coming. It was later on that I came to know what was going to happen. That place was going to collapse. This other place where I was, I will grow to be responsible, to have many, many contracts that I was managing, and then had experience, huge experience. I wouldn't have had it. He was there to guide. He is there to guide you. I say he is there to guide you. And then the person that he was there even to guide in the days of my examinations of construction technology. Listen to me. I read my books. We went to work and then read the books. We didn't joke. It is not this day that somebody will say, Jesus, write the exam for me. And then he will put Jesus on the answer sheet. I laugh. And if I were the examiner, I would just laugh at you, even though I was a Christian. I would say, Jesus will not come in here. You didn't do anything. You are making a mess of his name. In our day, we studied and prayed. And then, bam, you got it. If you do otherwise, you are bringing the hand of the Lord into expo, into being a sinner. But the point is, made us pass examinations, made us get employment. He made us, he guided us into where to live. Into where to live. So there, who is there among you? I will say, okay, I feel like relocating. I want to go to Oyibo land. I want to go to greener pastures. But I need to pray. Because I do not know what's happening in the place where I'm going, but the Lord knows. But these days, piam, any proposal, piam, any proposal, piam, any proposal, piam. You know the reason many people have thrown their children all over the world? Because this other person, GS's children went to so place. So everybody must go to every place over the world. And you have thrown the people into the mouth of the lions. And then we are crying. Now, and we are saying, I'm going to heaven. You're going to heaven. Which heaven? After that, you have thrown somebody out from the house into the mouth of the lions, and you are going to heaven. Which heaven are you going to? You owe those people the responsibility of praying and fasting until they come back. Because you threw them away. Because you didn't seek leading. If you sought leading, he will lead you. Because he did that. Because he is the same. Hear what is stated concerning him again. In Malachi chapter 3, and we read verse 6. Malachi chapter 3. Now from verse 1, behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple. Talking about John the Baptist that was sent as a messenger to prepare for the Lord, for Jesus. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in, behold, he shall come, said the Lord of hosts. But who may abide, even in the day of his coming, even the day of his coming. When Jesus Christ came, he ruled by his word and sometimes rebuked them. And when he comes back, it's going to be harder than the first coming. And who shall stand when he appeareth? For it's like a refiner's fire and like fuller's soap. Verse 5. And I will come near to you to judgment. I will be a sweet witness against the sorcerers and against the adulterers and against false wearers and against those that oppress, the hireling in his wages, the widow and the fatherless, and the turn aside the stranger from his right. And fear not me, said the Lord of hosts. For I am the Lord that says these things. I am the Lord that doeth these things. I am the Lord. I change not. Period. Watchman, brother, sister, boy, girl, father, worker, minister, I am the Lord that change not. Period. I am the Lord that change not. You know what you are encouraged to do? You get hold of facts and truths, ecclesiastical truths, indisputable truths, and then let that truth run in the fabric of your mind until, like foam, I've told you, the mind is like foam, F-O-A-M. And then you are pouring water in that foam, hard foam, and then the foam is absorbing the water. When it becomes saturated, it begins to drip. Now, in the same way, you can turn the word of God into the fabric of your mind until your mind has been saturated. That's exactly how the Christian should go. That is what it should be. Don't tell me I am 1 year old in the Lord. That's what it should be. Don't tell me I am 80 years. That's what it should be. Don't tell me I am sick. If you are sick in your legs, you are not sick in your mouth. So tell the Lord, I love your word. This word is what I take.